Hello. Hey guys, sorry I'm late. It's been a day. It's been a crazy Sunday. I've been running around. As you can see, I need to take out my recycling. I got all my laundry drying over there. But hey, y'all, sorry I'm late. I take my punctuality very seriously, but every once in a while it still gets away from me. So let's see. Oh, hey, hey, gang. I see all my usuals are here. What's up, everybody? Hi, hi. Yeah, Shelly, not technical difficulties today, just doing stuff, just doing stuff. So please ignore my trash. I've been planning to take out my recycling and then I had to come do this live stream. So today I wanted to talk to you guys about my Make It Happen in March challenge, which I touched on the last time I was live with you guys. So this is going to be more of an overall kind of wellness slash lifestyle all in one. So, hey, Mel's, yeah, a nice welcome to the first live, at least for you. I do these every once in a while. I started doing them during Vlogmas, and here we still are. You can see Ray Ray back there in the kitchen being nosy. What you doing over there, Ray Ray? She's so funny. Geraldine, Ray sends her regards. So let's jump into these rules for Make It Happen March. See, normally I would already have them in the description box of this video already, but that is just how behind I am because I got to get out of here pretty quickly. I'll probably be on for half an hour or so because I've actually have 2 dates. So yeah, it's a crazy Sunday for me. Anyway, all right. So first up for Make It Happen March, the first rule is to make all of your meals at home. And yes, that includes your coffee, girl. So I don't want any of us wasting money, wasting $4, $5 a day going to Coffee Bean or places like that. I want to make sure that we are in charge of all of our meals and drinks. So I want you making everything at home. Now, within that, I want to focus on from scratch cooking as much as possible using whole ingredients, things that aren't necessarily super processed and prepackaged foods. So obviously just use discretion there. But I would say things like boxed mac and cheese would be an obvious no. But if you say are wanting to have pizza and you want to make it at home, I'm not going to expect you to necessarily make the dough from scratch. Like, go ahead, get you some pizza dough from the grocery store and you can just make it with your sauce and whatever toppings and so forth. But yeah, I, for one, will be eating mostly, if not entirely, Whole30 for this. So yeah, I mean, that's going to make things pretty straightforward in terms of eating all whole foods, really basic ingredients for me. I never, ever, ever dictate to you guys what sort of diet you ought to eat for any of my challenges, except for, of course, the Whole30 one that we did back in January, because that's its own thing. But if you are vegetarian, pescatarian, vegan, omnivore, whatever, I leave it to you. I really don't think that it's appropriate for me, especially as someone who's not a nutritionist or dietitian, to be prescribing particular diets to anyone. So I would say just eat what feels best for you, but make sure you're making it at home. Geraldine, yeah, you and me both. I've been too broke to go out to eat anyway. So that's actually a big part of this challenge is it's meant to help us save money. And there's going to be more things that tie in with helping us save money as I go through the rest of these rules. Now, in terms of making everything at home and me not being specific about what foods you should and should not eat for the most part, I do want to make sure that you're doing your best to eliminate processed or refined sugars as much as possible, if not entirely. So if you do need some kind of sweetener for your foods, please consider using something like honey, because at least that has some helpful minerals in it, or dates, or even fruit juice to sweeten things. But when it comes to actual sugar, like granulated sugar, I don't care if it's coconut sugar, I don't care if it's, natural cane sugar. I would really strongly suggest that we do our best to avoid that most, if not all, of the duration of the challenge. The next rule is to try one new recipe per week. The point of this rule is to make sure that we basically expand our cooking repertoires within reason, because I think one new recipe per week to try is pretty reasonable. And it also will help us to avoid getting into any ruts. One of the main things I really enjoyed when I did Whole30 last October was it definitely expanded my kind of go-to recipe arsenal. And I think that was a really good thing. It really has helped me enjoy cooking at home a lot more. But I've also noticed that I'm still kind of sticking to those same recipes, and it's time to expand my recipe worldview a bit even more. So one new recipe per week. And any of you guys who are watching this video after the live, all of these rules will be in the description box. I'll add them as soon as I'm done here. And those of you who are participating, if you just want them written out, I'll be adding them. Just check back maybe 10, 15 minutes after the stream is over, and they'll be there. The next rule is 20-minute walk or 20 minutes of physical activity every single day. Yes, girls and fellas, if there are any of you out there, every single day we are being active in some way or another. That's the main reason I think I just lost my little, hold on a second. Here it is. But yeah, I want to make sure that we're being active every single day. That's why I started off as saying a 20-minute walk, so that even if it's not a day that you're working out per se, or maybe you don't work out for one reason or another, although I encourage everyone to have a proper workout a few times a week, 20 minutes of walking per day, I think, is really manageable. And on those days where you don't feel like it, or you feel like you don't have the time, make it happen. That's why it's called Make It Happen in March. On those days where you don't feel like cooking, make it happen. And if that means that you need to do meal prep or batch cook, then do that. Definitely plan ahead. Make sure you think about your lifestyle, your schedule, your time availability to cook. If it's not reasonable or realistic for you to be cooking meals from scratch every single day, then certainly don't set yourself up for failure. Make sure that you are batch cooking or meal prepping if you need to. Yeah, TNWTR. Sometimes I think we all need a little bit of an extra activity push on lazy days, because on rest days, that doesn't mean you should be completely lying on your back all day, just lying down on the couch. It's important to get that blood moving every single day, even if it is just a 20-minute walk. And I find that 20 minutes is a nice amount of time because it's not too long to make it seem not doable. But it's also a nice amount of time to just kind of have quiet time to reflect, get some fresh air, and get your limbs moving. The next rule is 8 8-ounce glasses of water daily. Usually I say half your body weight in ounces. So for example, if you weigh 200 pounds, that would mean 100 ounces of water per day. But I want to make sure that it's something that is more baseline and achievable for everyone, because I know for me, it tends to be really hard for me to hit my water in ounces when I do the half the body weight thing. And I want to do something that's actually achievable and sustainable. And I think we can all stand to drink 8 8-ounce glasses of water. Some of you guys are already really great with your water and you drink way more than that. I envy you, but I've never been good about my water. So I'm shooting for 8 glasses a day. And those of us who don't drink enough, I feel like that's a much more manageable amount potentially than the half your body weight in ounces, especially if you weigh a lot. The next rule, and this one, it pains me to say it, no alcohol. I know, but it's only 1 month. And I find that when I take a break from the hooch, I definitely am a lot more productive. My rest is better. And it saves me money too, because alcohol is an unnecessary, unnecessary might be pushing it, because sometimes I need a drink. But yeah, no alcohol for the duration of the challenge. And since it's Make It Happen in March, that's going to be March 1st through March 31st. So it's basically just the month of March. If you are at an event or it's your birthday or something, life goes on, but the goal is no alcohol for the duration of the challenge. The next rule is there is a no buy on anything unnecessary, unplanned, or spontaneous. So that can be in any realm, whether it's clothing, hair products, beauty items, whatever. Anything that you didn't really need and weren't planning to get, there's no impulse buying this month. We're trying to save money. We're trying to be more thoughtful about our finances. We're trying to plan for the future. And yeah, I think if you need to restock on something you need, let's say you run out of the concealer that you use every day or something like that, that's perfectly fine. But the consumerism culture that is often perpetuated by YouTube, I think, has been a detriment to a lot of us. And I think it would behoove all of us to really just kind of cold turkey take 1 month off from impulse buying and just be a lot more mindful of our purchases. Because if you really, really want something, you're still going to want it after March 31st, and you can get it then. And this will save you from buying things that you probably didn't want so much and only wanted in that moment. Okay, and the last rule. This is the last rule. I want you guys, and myself included, to create a grateful jar or a grateful box, or even just a note on your phone. Now, what I mean by that is, and this is an idea that I got from Halise, who's a fellow YouTuber. You should check out her channel. I've mentioned her before. Her name is spelled Hallease. And if you're watching this video after the fact, her channel will eventually be linked in the description box as well. But basically, a grateful jar is something that I remember her doing. I don't know if she still does it, where maybe once a day or once a week, I'm not really sure how often she would do it, she would write down something that she was grateful for, put it in the jar, and then at the end of some period of time, maybe 6 months, maybe a year, she would go back through and look at all of the things that she had written down. Now, I'm planning to do this every single day of the challenge, and what you're grateful for can span any range of smallness or bigness. I'm talking English really good right now. What I mean by that is whether you are grateful that you just closed on your first home, you just bought your first home, whether you're grateful that you just got a big promotion at work. Maybe you're grateful for something super small, like I'm really grateful that I had food to eat today, because there's so many people in this country and in this around the world, not just in this country, but probably even more in certain countries, who have food insecurity. They don't know when they're going to be able to eat again. And that's something that I try to be mindful of every single day. The fact that I have a roof over my head, that I have clothing to wear, that I have food to eat, that I have potable water to drink, that I have all the things I need and basic comforts of life. These are things that we need to be grateful for and that we shouldn't take for granted. And I think the grateful jar is a really wonderful way to make sure that we're showing gratitude for that and just counting our blessings almost literally each and every day. So I'm going to do a jar. You can just use even just like a little box, or do a note on your phone, like I said before. And at the end of the challenge, I think it'll be really nice for us to go through and just see what things we were grateful for throughout each day of the month and of the challenge. And that is it. So let me check out this this chat. I know you guys have been like the whole time I've been talking, but I wanted to get through all of those rules. So let's see. One pimp afro. Grateful I woke up this morning. You know what? Legit, every morning I wake up and I look over at Ray Ray and I say, "Good morning, God. I'm so grateful that I'm in the Alive Club for another day." You know, every day there's something to be grateful for, no matter how bad your day may be going. And I think that's why I wanted to include this in the challenge, because I've definitely had kind of a rough patch. I don't really get into my rough patches with you guys. I try to be really composed in things whenever I'm talking to you and doing my videos. But I've had a rough time the past couple of months emotionally. And one thing that really helps me not to, I guess, dwell on the things that aren't going great is to focus on the things that I am happy that I have and that I'm grateful for, and that it's very easy to take for granted. Okay. Saint Sade, totally. Grateful for life, good health, employment, a warm bed. Absolutely. These are all great things. So every day, I mean, you only need to find one thing. It can be as small or as large as you like. I mean, I was really grateful for just feeling happy and optimistic about my future yesterday, and actually the past few days. Like I feel like I'm finally on the upswing out of that not so great patch that I was going through. And I've been extremely grateful to be feeling like myself again, feeling hope. I mean, just a feeling of hope is something to be grateful for. You feel me? Oh, congratulations, Geraldine. Let me see. Oh, Geraldine, see, exactly. You and your husband are buying your first home. That's exactly it. I mean, that's exactly the example I gave when I was going through like some of the bigger things to be grateful for. That's wonderful. Congratulations. I hope to be a homeowner someday too, so that little Miss Ray Ray can have a yard and maybe a sibling. Lyrena, grateful for being another year older. Me too. I just had my birthday a few weeks ago, and getting older, especially as a woman, and especially as a woman who's in show business, there's definitely baggage that comes with that. But I'm grateful to be alive for another year. I mean, a lot of people don't get to live to be 30 and 30 plus, so I shouldn't be sulking about it. Mental illness is a thing, Kiana. I think it's definitely more discussed more now, just mental health and mental illness in general. But yeah, I think we're definitely at a better place as a society where it's less taboo to talk about mental health and mental illness. But I also feel like we're on a slippery slope of people self diagnosing a lot, self diagnosing themselves with disorders like anxiety disorders and depression. When, I mean, if you haven't seen a professional, it's hard to say exactly what's going on. I mean, part of it might just be the human condition. I think everybody gets times when they feel kind of low, where they feel kind of down, despondent. Self-diagnosing things like depression is really it's a slippery slope. Oh, thank you, LaMarie. Yeah, I had a nice birthday indeed. I mean, I'll tell you one thing. I'm grateful about all of you guys. I'm grateful to be, again, sorry I was late today, but I'm grateful to be doing this live stream. I really love chatting with you guys in the moment. It's been a nice way to it's been a nice shot in the arm for my YouTube channel, to be honest, because I feel like it's added a nice, like, one-on-one kind of interaction that I don't get with you guys necessarily when I do my edited and uploaded videos. Thank you too, Sweet Frosting. Thank you, soybeans. Oh, One Pimp Afro, your birthday's coming up. Happy early birthday. I missed that in the chat. Hi, Candy Blue. Hey, Pajama Girl. You didn't miss much. Well, I guess you kind of missed the point of the video. No tea, no shade. But I went through all the rules of the Make It Happen in March challenge. But fret not. As soon as I'm done chatting with you guys, I'll probably chat another 10 minutes or so. But then I got to jet because I got 2 dates. Yeah. I will put those rules in the description box. And speaking of online dating, I have a video coming out for Tuesday. I'm doing a tea talk on online dating, and I think it's going to be a fun one, you guys. I think it's going to be a really fun tea talk. So I can't wait for you guys to see this one. Yeah, you know why I have 2 dates, Arita? I do this a lot because, girl, I only want to do my makeup once. My best friend said, he told me that should be the title of my autobiography. Just, I'm only doing my makeup once. So I will often double book myself, and it's a little bit tight, but it'll be fun. Sasha, am I okay with coconut sugar for myself on the challenge? I'm probably going to just do no sugar, full stop. I'm thinking I'm most likely going to do Whole30. I haven't decided if I'm going to let myself have a treat once a week, maybe, because, make it at home. I feel like I can control the damage a treat would do. You feel me? But I think it would do my body good to just take a break from sugar because I've been pretty lax, especially with traveling and stuff, just kind of eating whatever I want. And I think it would be nice to kind of be a little bit more disciplined and do a bit of a reset on my body. Exactly. Saint Sade, I love treating myself a little bit too much too sometimes. I feel like once you open that door, you can kind of make more allowances than you would necessarily, or that you more than you should necessarily, more importantly. 2 dates, nice to be able. Yeah, well, I mean, the truth is most first dates are also last dates, my friends. So I end up wasting a lot of time with these duds. So I just find it to be very time efficient. I'm such a type A personality. I'm actually thinking about time efficiency when it comes to dating because I don't know, like, I don't want to be going out multiple nights a week if I can avoid it. I'd rather just cluster. Yeah, I mean, these are going to be not coffee dates. These are going to be adult beverages, which is why I don't have my hot toddy with me, my customary hot toddy that I usually have during my live streams, because I don't want to be showing up tipsy already. Do you eat twice then? How does that work? These are just drinks. We're not eating at all. I mean, usually for first dates, out here in LA, guys don't even want to pay for shit. So we don't generally do a meal on a first date. Not to mention, I don't want to do a meal on a first date because I almost know right away if I need to get out of there. So I can hang around for a drink. I don't want to have to hang around for a whole meal if I know this is going nowhere. My gut has never steered me wrong, and I can tell within 5 minutes whether I'm actually interested in spending a significant amount of time with this guy. If it's drinks, the time commitment is short. If it's going well, you get another round. Terrific. If not, sorry, I got to go walk my dog. Exactly, Smurflexes. If I don't like you, it's so much easier to just bone the fuck out from drinks compared to, like, a dinner. Vern, your husband doesn't let you carry back. That's nice. Every once in a while, I mean, I like short-term relationships. I'm not really interested in like anything like long-term committed kind of situation. So one of the guys I dated recently, he was like such a gentleman. He was pulling out chairs for me, opening doors for me. It was nice, but that ran its course. But I do think like if I were into someone enough to like date long term, I would want that kind of treatment that your husband gives you, Vern. Missy, are you in a relationship or are you just not bothering? Because I go back and forth all the time about just deleting the apps because sometimes it does feel like a part-time job having to do the dating thing. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of effort. Sometimes, you're going all over town. I mean, I generally will not entertain having to go anywhere super far. It's just like, if I have to go more than 5 miles, we're never meeting because most of these dates, as I said, first and last date. So no, like if he's interested, he needs to come my way. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. One pimp afro, do you think you get bored easily? Yes. And I'm also aloof. I think, I'm an Aquarius and I don't know a whole lot about star signs, but I know a little bit about mine and I'm a textbook Aquarius. I love my solitude. I do not want a guy who's blowing up my phone multiple times a day and texting me all day and wanting to talk on the phone every night and have long conversations or even come over. Like, I don't want that. No, baby, get out of my house. So I find that the dynamic in a lot of my relationships, well, I mean, I've had real relationships too, and what I've learned from them is that I don't like them. I find that I tend to have what is the more stereotypically male energy, where I tend to be more aloof. I'm like, okay, like let's not talk for a day. It's fine. I don't need to know what you ate for lunch. Like I don't give a fuck. That kind of thing. Kiana, you wish you were an Aquarius? Oh my God, my ex is a Cancer. And he was kind of high maintenance. Yeah, yeah. He's also just a piece of shit. Sapphire, what's the longest relationship I can tolerate nowadays? Well, I mean, I'm not terribly, I mean, I'm not like okay. I don't put a time limit on anything. I just kind of go with the flow. And when I feel like things have run their course, I'm good. I don't really have a very traditional view of relationships. I don't believe that everything is meant to last forever or that you're trying to work toward marriage. I feel like people come into and out of our lives for reasons and seasons, and I'm okay with that. So when I feel like I don't particularly enjoy spending time with someone any longer, then I don't. The longest relationship I've had was 5.5, 6 years that ended about 2.5 years ago. And then I had another relationship after that with the Cancer who was a piece of shit. So yeah, I don't have any expectations necessarily of how long a relationship is supposed to last or how long I want it to last. I keep hanging out with the guy as long as we're having fun. When it stops being fun, I'm done. This chat is lit. I love it. I think I'm going to have to go back and reread. I can't keep up with you guys. Women Aquarius are usually accused of trying to be the guy. And I didn't even know that, but that makes sense. I do tend to feel like I don't know how to put this without sounding like an asshole. I feel like in my relationships, like my proper relationships where the guy was my boyfriend and it wasn't just dating or a fling or whatever. And even in some of my flings, the guy was sort of letting me wear the pants. He was letting me kind of drive things. And since I am 95% of the time the one who ends my relationships, I think that is also like more dominant male, stereotypically male kind of energy. Oh, it's almost 4, but we can go a little bit longer since I was late. Cancer men are worse than Cancer women. Tashi, how? Because, I mean, this guy, he had a lot of problems. He was, yeah, I'm not even going to get into it. Maybe one of these days, but he has problems. Teach me your ways, T. Was it Geraldine who was asking me to do a Fuckboy 101 video? Oh, God. Kiana, are you talking about Cancer men having mommy issues? Because that is spot on with my ex. You have no idea with the mommy issues. Oh gosh, and oh, you got blocked there, Pajama Girl. There we go. I think it was because you said fuck, but fuck boy 101. Yeah, and then my longest ex, the one who I was with for like 6 years, he is a Scorpio. He's a good guy. I mean, he's a great guy. He just wasn't the guy for me. Like he's unlike the Cancer, like he's not an asshole. It's just like I have my issues with him, obviously, since I ended such a long relationship, but he's a great guy and I hope that he finds someone, but that someone ain't me. Taurus men are a different breed of fucked, Geraldine. I dated a Taurus and he was fucked up. That was a million years ago, but he was fucked up. You right. All Cancers have mommy issues. Well, I would have to agree because the Cancer I dated, major mommy issues. Do I keep in touch with my exes? I keep in touch with the 6-year guy. You know, he had his birthday a couple months ago. I text him for his birthday every year. He texts me for mine. In fact, I think he might have been like the first or second. Like he texted me like first thing in the morning on my birthday. Like very thoughtful, sweet, not bitter. And he actually lives in my neighborhood. So we often like will run into each other at Trader Joe's and, you know, it's fine. Ray Ray still knows him, still loves him. Like we're good. We're good. The Cancer blocked on all social media. Too sweet. I am healing. Yes, I'm getting better. I actually went to yoga yesterday, and I guess this is a nice little, I don't know, teaser for those of you who are here in this live with me. But She Tried It will be coming back soon. I'm not 100% yet, but I'm getting there. And I purchased Natasha Ocean's newest program called Home because I had wanted to do Stephanie Buttermore's program for the butt. But I think I need to take it easy with getting back into resistance training and lifting weights and stuff. And Natasha's Home program is pretty much body weight and resistance bands only. And I feel like that might be a great way to get back on the wagon with reviewing programs, but doing one that won't be too much for me too soon. So spoiler alert, Home will probably be the next She Tried It review. Pajama Girl, my roommate is having ex-boyfriend issues currently. It's so bad that she's ready to move out, so he won't know where she lives. Ooh, he crazy? He's one of those? See, that's why, and I talk about this in my upcoming tea talk, but like it's dating safely is a serious issue. Like you have to be really careful about who you're meeting with. I mean, because I'm single, you know, people generally don't know where I am and stuff. So I always tell a friend, like, I've got these dates I'm going on tonight. And I'm going to be like, look, I'm going to this location at this time. This is the guy's name. This is his phone number. After that, I'm going to be meeting this gentleman at this location. This is his name. This is his phone number. I always have a friend who knows, hey, like, if I don't hear from T tomorrow morning or later tonight, alert the authorities. Kiana, your comment got blocked probably because you were putting like your at name on Snapchat. I'm not, I mean, I guess I technically do have a Snapchat, but I don't think I've opened the Snapchat at in years. And I don't even think I even still have it installed, but yeah. Smurflex is like, sir, you're a stranger. Seriously, these fuckboys, you know, on the dating apps, you'll match with them, and then within like 2 exchanges, hello, how are you? How's your day going? So why don't we get together and see if we vibe? Like these guys will be inviting themselves over to my home within like 3 exchanges of conversation. And it's like, sir, you are a stranger, stranger danger. I'm not going to give you my fucking address. Are you high? Yeah, Esperanza, I actually am winding down. I got to get out of here because I got to meet up with date number 1. And I do actually have to go a little bit of a ways to meet him. Not too far, but it requires me driving. So, yes. I love you guys. I will be adding the rules to this challenge as soon as I get off of here to the description box under this video. And I will see you guys soon. And I might have to read back this chat transcript because it seems pretty lit. So thanks for hanging out with me again on a Sunday. And I will see you guys on Tuesday for another tea talk. Bye.